Today, I want to dive deep into a topic that I think we all struggle with at some point or another: time management. Yeah, that elusive skill we're all trying to master. All right, so let's start with the basics. Time management is essentially how we organize and plan how long we spend on specific activities. Sounds simple, right? But in practice, it can be a bit of a nightmare. Between work, school, family, friends, hobbies, and the endless distractions of the internet, it can feel impossible to fit everything in. First things first, let's talk about priorities. This is key. You have to figure out what's really important to you. Is it your career, your family, your personal growth? Once you have your priorities straight, it becomes easier to make decisions about how to spend your time. A lot of us fall into the trap of thinking everything is urgent and important, but that's just not true. Not everything deserves the same level of attention. So here's a pro tip. Try using the Eisenhower Matrix. It's a productivity tool that helps you categorize tasks into 4 quadrants: urgent and important, important but not urgent, urgent but not important, and neither urgent nor important. By categorizing your tasks this way, you can focus on what really matters and delegate or eliminate the rest. Now, I'm a huge fan of to-do lists. I know it sounds cliché, but hear me out. There's something incredibly satisfying about crossing things off a list. It gives you a visual representation of your progress and helps keep you on track. But here's the trick. Don't just make one massive list of everything you need to do. Break it down into daily tasks, weekly goals, and even monthly objectives. This way, you won't feel overwhelmed by the sheer volume of things you need to get done. Another thing that's really helped me is time blocking. Basically, you divide your day into blocks of time, and each block is dedicated to a specific task or group of tasks. For example, you might spend 9 to 11 a.m. on deep work like writing or coding, 11 to 12 on emails and meetings, then take a lunch break, and so on. The idea is to focus on one thing at a time, which is way more efficient than constantly switching between tasks. Trust me, multitasking is a myth. Speaking of focus, let's talk about distractions. We live in a world full of them: social media, news alerts, random YouTube videos, ironically, you name it. One of the best ways to manage your time is to control these distractions. Set specific times for checking your phone or social media. You can even use apps that block these distractions for you. Personally, I use an app called Forest, which helps me stay focused by planting a virtual tree that grows the longer I stay off my phone. If I leave the app, the tree dies, and trust me, you don't want to be responsible for that. Also, don't underestimate the power of saying no. It's so easy to agree to everything because you don't want to disappoint people, but overcommitting is a surefire way to burn out. It's okay to say no to things that don't align with your priorities or that you simply don't have time for. It's all about setting boundaries. Now let's talk about something a bit counterintuitive: taking breaks. It might seem like a waste of time, but regular breaks can actually improve your productivity. The Pomodoro technique is a popular method where you work for 25 minutes and then take a 5-minute break. After 4 cycles, you take a longer break, maybe 15, 30 minutes. This helps prevent burnout and keeps your mind fresh. And while we're on the topic of breaks, let's talk about how to make the most of them. It's not just about taking any random break, but making sure it's rejuvenating. For example, get up and stretch, take a short walk, or do some light exercises. Movement can really help reset your focus. Or, if you're more into mental breaks, do something relaxing like listening to music, meditating, or even doodling. Another tip is to review your day and plan for the next. At the end of each day, take a few minutes to look over what you accomplished and what still needs to be done. Then, plan out your tasks for the next day. This not only helps you hit the ground running in the morning, but also gives you a sense of closure for the day. I personally use a bullet journal for this. It's flexible and allows for a lot of customization based on what works best for you. Let's not forget about the importance of sleep. I know, sometimes it feels like you can get more done if you just stay up a little later. but lack of sleep can seriously mess with your productivity and your health. Aim for 7, 8 hours a night, and try to keep a consistent sleep schedule. Good sleep is like the foundation of your daily time management. Without it, everything else can fall apart. Okay, let's dive deeper into another aspect of time management: setting realistic goals. This is crucial because setting unattainable goals can lead to frustration and burnout. Use the SMART criteria: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. This framework helps ensure your goals are clear and reachable. For instance, instead of saying, "I want to get fit," say, "I want to run 5 miles a week by the end of the month." It's specific, measurable, and gives you a clear timeline. In addition to setting goals, it's important to reflect on your progress regularly. This means taking a step back every week or month to assess what's working and what's not. Are there certain tasks that always take longer than expected? Are there times of the day when you're more productive? Use this information to tweak your schedule and improve your efficiency. Another great tool for time management is the concept of batching similar tasks together. For example, set aside a specific time for answering emails rather than doing it sporadically throughout the day. This can save you a lot of time because it minimizes the transition time between different types of tasks. Similarly, if you have multiple phone calls to make, do them back to back. This keeps you in the same mindset and can significantly boost your productivity. And here's something interesting: the 2-minute rule. If a task will take less than 2 minutes to complete, do it immediately. This helps prevent small tasks from piling up and becoming overwhelming. It's a simple yet effective way to keep on top of things. Now let's get into a more advanced strategy: the concept of deep work, popularized by Cal Newport. Deep work is when you focus without distraction on a cognitively demanding task. It's during these periods that you're able to produce high-quality work efficiently. To achieve deep work, you need to eliminate all distractions and dedicate a solid chunk of time to just one task. This could be an hour or even longer. It's amazing how much you can get done when you're fully focused. But deep work isn't something you can just dive into. It takes practice to build your concentration skills. Start with shorter periods and gradually increase them as you get better at maintaining focus. Also, make sure to schedule deep work sessions during your peak productivity times. For some, that might be early in the morning, while for others it could be late at night. And speaking of productivity, let's not ignore the role of technology. There are tons of apps and tools out there designed to help you manage your time better. From project management tools like Trello and Asana to time-tracking apps like Toggle, these can provide structure and insight into how you're spending your time. Just be careful not to spend more time organizing your tasks than actually doing them. One thing that often gets overlooked in time management discussions is the importance of downtime and leisure. We're not machines, and constantly being in go mode can lead to burnout. Make sure to schedule time for relaxation and hobbies. Whether it's reading, gaming, gardening, or anything else you enjoy, having downtime is crucial for maintaining overall productivity and mental health. And let's talk about routines. Having a set routine can drastically improve your time management. This doesn't mean every day has to be identical, but having a general structure helps. For example, if you start your day with a morning routine that includes exercise, breakfast, and a quick review of your day, you're setting yourself up for success. Similarly, having an evening routine can help you wind down and ensure you're ready for the next day. It's also worth mentioning the importance of your work environment. A cluttered and disorganized space can be a major hindrance to productivity. Take some time to organize your workspace. Make sure you have everything you need within reach and remove any unnecessary distractions. This can make a huge difference in how efficiently you work. Networking and asking for help is another crucial aspect of time management that people often overlook. Don't be afraid to delegate tasks when possible. Whether it's asking a coworker to help with a project or outsourcing household chores, delegation can free up a significant amount of your time. Just make sure to communicate clearly and set expectations to avoid any misunderstandings. Finally, let's address the mindset. Time management isn't just about tools and techniques. It's also about your attitude towards time. Adopting a growth mindset where you see challenges as opportunities to learn and improve can make a big difference. Be patient with yourself. Developing good time management skills takes time and practice,